Chapter of Celestial Cultivation, Article 10, Entering the Virtual Space. By Zhu Feng. Translation edited by Kinyu. The images in our minds are virtual. The subconscious space is virtual. The space where our thoughts wander when we close our eyes is virtual. The online space is virtual, and even the space of the heavenly Elysium world is virtual. We already know that when the physical body dies, the spiritual body of life immediately enters another space, a space that, to us in the material world, is also virtual. In truth, virtual space is not truly virtual. Rather, it is the non-material world, distinct from the material world. The non-material world is far vaster, more magnificent, and more suited to the free existence of life than the material world. It is an undeniable fact that every person has their own virtual space of love and affection. It is also an undeniable fact that everyone dreams, and dreams are a virtual space. Our past exists in virtual space, and so does our future. Apart from the present moment, which we perceive through vision, hearing, taste, smell, and touch as real space, everything else exists in virtual space. We have always pursued what is real, but reality is fleeting. It is but a passing cloud. Therefore, to attain immortality, one must break through the barrier of reality and return to the virtual. Only by grasping the virtual can one truly exist in the ultimate reality. Cultivating immortality requires mastering how to enter virtual space. When our consciousness is completely immersed in virtual space 24 hours a day, and we entirely forget the existence of our physical body and the material world, we have essentially achieved our goal in cultivation. Let us take the home of Chanyuan Celestials as an example. This home is an illusory and intangible place. We cannot see its members physically, but we can sense their spiritual presence rather than their physical bodies. Yet, this virtual space has a tangible impact. When our thoughts and hearts enter this virtual home, a sense of freedom, warmth, harmony, and love fills the air, making it hard to leave and difficult to resist its allure. How we wish to abandon our physical bodies and always gather in this virtual space. However, when we leave the virtual space and return to the real world, troubles and burdens follow. It feels as though we have fallen from heaven back to the human world, with feelings of helplessness, constraints, depression, and boredom overwhelming us. We clearly know that this human world is not our true home, and that everything we own will ultimately vanish into dust, yet we are still compelled to toil and struggle for this illusory reality. It is undoubtedly a tragedy, yet we are powerless to escape playing these unfortunate roles. Cultivating immortality is about escaping this unfortunate role, breaking free from this helpless script, and striving to live a free and unrestrained life. It is about working toward an eternal existence in an ideal environment and society. The biggest challenge is that our spiritual senses have not fully awakened. Our vision and hearing cannot perceive the wonders of the non-material world. Once freed from the constraints of the physical body, we will have a more beautiful place to live beyond this world. But how do we prove its existence? And how can we be certain that we will be able to live there? This is why cultivation is necessary. Through cultivation, we come to recognize the true existence of this virtual space and confirm that we can indeed enter it and live freely within it. Without solving this fundamental issue, all teachings are empty words, and all cultivation is ultimately futile. Although we cannot see it yet and cannot fully determine our future after death, we can faintly sense it. Though we may not be able to articulate it clearly, our subconscious seems to be guiding us toward it, subtly and indistinctly. Through our experiences with the home of Chanyuan Celestials, we can also weekly verify the wonders of entering virtual space. If we could survive without eating or drinking, if we were free from all worldly distractions, we would likely prefer to spend all our time in the home of Chanyuan Celestials. If our consciousness could transcend the physical body and permanently dwell in that space, I believe we would gladly choose to live in the virtual world. Only in this virtual space can we truly break free from mundane constraints, fully express our individuality, and live freely according to our highest aspirations and ideals. Humans can indeed live within their consciousness, within virtual space. The celestial islands continent of the Elysium world is itself a virtual space. The key is understanding how to enter this space in a real way and eternally enjoy the heavenly life it offers. Currently, the home of Chanyuan celestials is not yet an ideal place. It has merely transcended the mundane to some extent. Because we still lack perfect human nature and continue to carry the habits of worldly people, even though this space draws us in and fills us with longing, it is still far from an ideal society. Not to mention the Elysium world and the 10,000-year world, even the 1,000-year world remains distant. If all members of the home of Chanyuan celestials possessed a relatively perfect human nature, then it would become a virtual replica of the 1,000-year world on Earth. At that point, we would never want to leave it. I have said many times before that I know exactly how to enter the 1,000-year world, the 10,000-year world, and the Elysium world. This is absolutely not deception. If someone follows my guidance unwaveringly, without a doubt, they can attain the qualities of celestial beings and ultimately enter the Elysium world. If I were making this claim based on just this one article, it might be considered deceitful. However, anyone who truly understands Lifechanyuan can sense that I possess this spiritual wisdom. I am not an ordinary person in the conventional sense. I have always been guiding. The reason I do not fully reveal everything is that people's spiritual merit is not yet sufficient. To attain perfect spirituality requires more than a brief effort. Many people abandon everything and dedicate their entire lives to cultivating immortality or Buddhism. Yet, most of you have followed me for only a year. The fruit is not only unripe, it has not even fully grown, nor has it taken shape. I cannot forcefully pluck an immature fruit from the vine. In truth, I am anxious, more anxious than you. I wish I could take everyone to the Celestial Islands continent and let you experience heavenly life tomorrow. But the time is not yet ripe. For now, I hope everyone will immerse themselves in virtual space as much as possible, understand its role, and gradually break free from the constraints of the physical body and worldly human nature. Follow your highest ideals and enter the imagined virtual world. Do not ask what purpose this serves, just do it. The vision and imagery that Kinkson Celestial has created for utopian paradise have a profound impact on the future of life. Learning to live in virtual space, allowing the heart and mind to transition into a virtual state in advance. This is a more important method of cultivating immortality than reading scriptures.